So here we have the Toyota CHR, which is a hybrid automatic on a 17 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see that it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. So as we approach the back of the car, you'll see we have reversing sensors. This car's also got a reversing camera, plenty of boot space as well, along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of it, you can see not only is it a great looking car, but it's in wonderful condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. You get half leather seats, as you can see. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, so now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. So on the right hand side we have the speedometer and fuel gauge. We then have the trip computer information in the middle, including the total miles on this car of 19,039. And then on the left-hand side, we have the rev counter of sorts. Obviously, this is a hybrid car, so it will show you when the engine is charging, when you're in its eco mode, and when you're using the power band. There's a full video showing exactly how hybrids work on our website and on our Facebook page. I'd highly recommend checking that out for further information. Backing out to the steering wheel, we have stereo controls on the left-hand side as well as phone controls. And on the right-hand side, we have buttons to change the trip computer information, and we have cruise control down the bottom just there, as well as speed limiter on top of that. Over on the central screen, you'll see that this car has got satellite navigation. There's a full video showing this working on our website, which is well worth checking out. When it comes to music in this car, just hit the dial up the top there, or the button up the top there, and you'll be able to see all the different ways in which you can listen to your music. So we have AM, FM and DAB digital radio, auxiliary input, USB input. You could also stream music wirelessly via Bluetooth audio. So once you pair up your phone, not only can you make and receive phone calls, but you'll be able to listen to your music as well. And on top of that, this car has got a full colour reversing camera, which you can see just there. So you have the guideline showing you what direction the car is headed in relation to the image that you see behind you, and you can see the rear bumper just there. So it really does help with parking. Below that, we have dual zone climate control. So you can adjust the temperature on the passenger side and driver side. You can adjust the fan speed up and down from here. Adjust the direction of the airflow within the car. Once you're happy with all of those settings, that button will turn the air conditioning on, or you can hit auto, and the car will maintain those temperatures for you by taking control of the fan speed itself, and you can override that at any time you wish to put it back onto your previous setting. That button there will circulate the air that's currently in the car. That's a great way of heating it up or cooling it down quickly, depending on the temperature that you set, of course. Underneath this section we have the USB and auxiliary inputs underneath that little cap that you can close over. The fully automatic gearbox, and then the electronic handbrake just here. We can turn off traction control. That's an auto hold feature for the handbrake. And EV mode is your way of forcing the car into its electric mode if there's enough charge to do so. Again, it's well worth checking out the video of hybrids to see that in action. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.